What's up, guys? I created a trade tracker PDF file that you can download for free if you want to keep your trades more organized, keep track of your trading, keep track of your notes and ideas for each trade. Head over to the link in the video description, download your free trade tracker, and you'll be off to a much more organized trading path. Check that out, guys, in the video description. What's going on, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is the 27th of March. We are heading into another week here. It's Monday, 5 in the morning. Taking a quick look this morning at Bed Bath & Beyond as we head into another trading, investing week here for the markets, the cryptocurrency markets, the penny stock markets, and ticker symbol BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Bed Bath & Beyond on Friday was in the green, actually. Looks like we were up 3.78%. Nothing to get too excited about, but it's better than down 3.78%. Of course, if you are a bull and you are long this thing, continues to slide to the downside, unfortunately. So we have a level that the price is continuing to struggle at. That would be 86. So 0.8600. That would be this red line on my chart. You can see going back to the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 3rd, and then Friday the 4th. All are struggling to get above that 86-cent level. I believe a strong close above that could lead to a good rally, at least to close the gap here, which takes us up to $1.02. So I would keep my eye on that. I am not trading this, by the way, guys. I am not invested in Bed Bath & Beyond. If we get that $1.02 rally from Friday's close, roughly, which would be 81.58, that puts you up to $1.02, would be roughly a 25% gain from where we are currently at. So we'll see if that happens or not, but there is a gap above the market, and I would expect eventually that would get closed. But right now, the battle is 86, so that would be 0.8600, red line on my chart. I want to show something here on the charts that could be taking place right now, and just for what it's worth, guys. So we have seen Bed Bath & Beyond in the past basically continue its slide down lower in price into earnings before finding any kind of a bottom and making a move to the upside. So if we look back in here, basically this time frame here coming off a strong rally, so the September-October time frame into earnings, which were basically in January of 2023 this year, we saw the price continue to slide all the way into earnings, finding a bottom and then moving higher. If we take a step back a little further here, we saw something similar take place back in April of 2022, where the price continued to slide right down into earnings and then making that move higher into the early part of this year. So that's two examples of that. Here is an example of the price basically chopping around from earnings to earnings here, going sideways. And then once earnings got away, we had a short rally, nothing too crazy, basically from the $12 to $28 range. So basically 100% move. If we look over here, this time frame, so this is July of 2021, the price did slide down, had a big gap lower on earnings, took a little bit of time, and then had a pop back higher, basically leaving two gaps here, like an island bottom here. So that is the couple examples I have. I'm sure there's more on the chart, but I didn't go back too much further there. So that's something to keep in mind. And why do I bring that up? Well, because we have earnings on, I think it's April 12th. Yes, April 12th is earnings, and we are currently at the 27th of March. So I bring that up because we could see the price continue to slide south to sideways until that, at least around April 12th, before we could see any kind of significant move back to the upside. You know, I don't know how far we'll go lower here. Maybe we'll pop higher today. We're going to look at the pre-market price of BBBY, but we've seen the stock do this in the past, so it's something to at least keep in the back of your mind that you could see the price go from 86 down to, the 60s or 50s right into the earnings, and then make a massive run up to, who knows, maybe back up to $1.02 or 22.34, something along those lines. We've seen it happen in the past, and could be taking place again. So typical of the stock market, we'll come back to the charts in a moment. Typical of stocks and the stock market, we have here, this is Google Finance, guys, and it's very typical. BBBY jumps after company announces plans to slash 1,000 jobs. Of course, the stock rallies. Interesting how the good news is bad news and bad news is good news. And the stock market, Bed Bath & Beyond market, I should say, rallied on Friday on a negative news, as in 1,000 people, are going to be losing their job here as Bed Bath & Beyond employees. So according to Google Finance, Bed Bath & Beyond is up, pre-market, we're trading at 84 cents. So up 2 cents, 2.1 cents, and that would be a 2.53% move higher for BBBY this morning. Yahoo Finance, the same thing here. That's giving us a pre-market of 2.84%, and same news article here. Let's see, that one's from Reuters, and this one's from TipRanks, but this one actually says it's in Bed Bath & Beyond to cut 1,300 more jobs in New Jersey. The layoffs will come ahead of a change in labor laws in the U.S. state in April that would mandate companies with 100 or more employees to notify them 90 days in advance, and so on. So it's one of the hardest things in the market. If you're trading this, I'm not. I had long positions in this, and they were both stopped out at much higher prices, and I have not seen any strength come back in for any reason for me personally to get back in this stock. But one of the hardest reasons and the hardest things for traders is to make money in the market. Doing what feels good usually doesn't make you money. So if you thought that this is an example, maybe it's not the greatest example, that when Bed Bath & Beyond announces they're going to cut, 1,000 to 1,300 jobs, that's, in theory, that's negative news. You would think the stock would go lower. So, okay, bad news, I'll short it. What took place? Bad news comes out, the stock rallies. So it's like the opposite. It's just one example. It's not the greatest, but doing what feels good in the market usually doesn't make you money. And that's why a lot of people can't make money trading. I'm more or less talking about trading the futures markets. Certain areas in the chart where you would think you would go short, you would actually want to go long. And certain areas where you want to go long, you would flip that and you actually want to go short. Doesn't feel good, but that's how the money is made. At least one way of how the money is made. There's lots of ways to make money in the market. So guys, a couple takeaways here is, like I said, I'm just sharing my opinion. I definitely don't know, and I'm not in this stock by any means anymore. I was long this stock up at the $1.55 area, which was stopped out for a small loss. And then I was actually long, I believe it was slightly higher, maybe in the $1.60 range. And obviously the price is down drastically from those areas, down 40+%. So I was stopped out way before the position was at anything close to a 40% move. And so far, that's just an example why, at least me personally, I like to have stops in place because, I put $1,000 in and I'm not willing to lose 42% of that when the stock could continue to drop another 20, 30, 40. Who knows how low it goes before it gets a rally. So a couple takeaways, guys, is we could see a slide sideways to lower into the April 12th timeframe before we get any significant move. That's just what the stock has done in the past a couple times, and maybe it takes place again. I don't know. Just a thought. The RSI continues to slide lower, so that is obviously not the greatest for the bulls. It's probably going to begin to flatline here in the earnings, and then maybe we'll see a pop. If we look over here, guys, we've seen that where obviously the RSI was trading lower as the price was moving lower into earnings, and then we saw a crossover basically right after earnings, and that's when we got that big rally up to a nice high RSI in the high 80s. So guys, thanks for watching. Go ahead and share your thoughts in the comments on BBBY. All comments are welcome. I am not by any means a financial advisor, and I could easily be wrong on this, just sharing my thoughts, of course. But you guys are welcome to share your thoughts as well in the comments. Thanks for joining us here on the channel. If you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and do so. Hit that thumbs up. Appreciate it. You guys have a great start to your week here. Take care.